Hello.
You don't want to make a funny voice.
My good. Hey.
Well, that's like before the first sip of alcohol.
Oh yeah, it's all downhill from here. Oh, thank you, Brandon. He said my favorite part of the week.
Yeah.
I like Saturdays. Sleep till noon.
The intro is his favorite part.
But
you know what? You did spend a lot of time and effort on that intro. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to next year's intro.
Maybe.
With all 260 fish plus.
What would be the point of that? It would just so cluttered that you wouldn't even know what was going on.
And then instead of ending on the computer, it ends on like a Windows error.
Well, yeah, blue screen, smoking computer before the first sip. But how about the first chug? Oh God! If I tried to chug whiskey, it would work for like a second, and then suddenly I go.
Jenna, you want to know how to stress Steven out first thing in the morning?
By it being morning, first of all.
It's a good start.
By putting up the Windows error on his computer and make him think like it's like loading or updating or something forever, a ridiculous amount of time.
I know better than that.
How long would it take before you just like try to restart it or something?
I don't know. She would have to replicate it pretty accurately because I know what it looks like, and I would know why or why not it's doing that.
You don't think there's a like easily found image on Google, and I just gotta make it your like desktop?
The betrayal involved in such a thing, though.
They have like the YouTube videos for it. I look older. I'm being called old. It's because I'm wearing colors. I got some color in my life. Ages
you have some gray.
There is a little bit of white added to black to make the gray.
Why are you so festive today with your gray? And you get in the purple headphones, which I think you wear those every week, but I can't be sure.
So the reason I'm wearing gray is guess who was getting a head start on their Clash packing?
Not Steven.
Not me.
I went through and I washed all the shirts, channel shirts I wanted to bring and everything. And that went through a good amount of my black wardrobe. So gray was just the next thing up there. So I just grabbed it.
God, you're packing a month in advance?
Yeah, I need to know what I need to get.
Okay. Jen, are you packing that far in advance?
No, but
no, we got shit to print and make and order and stuff.
Yeah, I'm ordering stuff, and then I have something I have to make and print for the Clash. And so I need to get that done so that likely it's going to take up a lot of space, and we'll probably need to ship that to Scotty, and then it'll be his problem. And so I will see like the stuff that I ordered, how much space it takes up, because we usually bring a carry-on and a checked bag to the Clash because sometimes we get stuff. We don't want to be limited.
Are you bringing your mini carry-on? I swear that suitcase was so tiny.
Well,
it was the size of a normal carry-on. Like it looked miniature.
No,
I don't know if it's because Steven was dragging it. That little one you
It's-
brought to the class.
I think
You
it's
had
like an
to-
18-inch carry-on.
You had that table runner, which was the most aggravating thing because
Yeah.
it didn't fit in the suitcase, so you had to put it in the little poster tube, like you're some sort of architect going to the big presentation. And yeah,
'Cause
we're
it
not
was
doing
too
that, right?
long.
Yeah.
No, because no, we don't need.
Do we want to get the clash lecturing out of the way, or do we want to wait till some more people show?
I think wait until some more people. We need, and it's not a lecture; it's a request.
It's info dump / request that we're gonna have to do every week because not everyone listens to every stream, and yeah, we need participation because we have 3 tables, right?
Yes. Well, we're gonna probably buy one more table when we get there because it's only $10 to get an extra table and have 4
Matt
tables.
M? Does
Good
Matt
Lord.
M know Matt's a bad name in this chat?
Matt M is a separate entity from other Matts.
Might be separate entity, but I don't like the name already.
Damn.
I'm kidding. Don't be scared.
All you Matts,
like
change your
everyone.
names.
It's like Craig. I told Craig I don't like his name.
I know, it's so rude. God. I'm gonna get to the participants pants list.
Geek said my condolences on the name.
He's probably born with it.
It's all good. That's why
Maybe.
Boy doesn't go by his real name on here.
There's only one Matt, and the adorable Annette only has eyes for him. Oh, I thought Matt M was saying that, but no, we got Matt F up in here.
No.
What's with the Matt followed by first initial?
Because he's copying Matt M.
Probably.
Well.
Are you opening the participants list?
Yeah, I am. I'll let people file in. I mean, I don't know how many more people we're gonna get. There's other streams and stuff going on tonight. But
what is a loop to your next towel mean?
It's a grommet, right? I think that's what it's called, or something. Yeah, but it's a loop. It can also be a loop. It's a hangy loop.
I thought a grommet was like a metal hole.
It is like you would see on a flag or something, or a banner, which I've seen them on towels too. But you can also have like a little thing attached to it.
Listening to it in the dryer. Ding, ding,
yeah.
Ding, ding.
Yeah. But it kind of depends on what printify. So the problem with the design of the towel is I have very limited choices on how I can have it printed. It has to be sublimated, and there's only certain material that is good for sublimation printing. I could go to an embroidered towel if I wanted to like do some kind of branding thing, but the embroidery is, I don't know how many colors you can pick. You can't do a lot though, and
you could not do that, Guppy.
Well, you wouldn't want to embroider the whole damn towel either, because it would just be like a stiff, unusable collector's item, I guess. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of choices with the way that those are designed. I don't even think my logo itself is friendly to embroidery because of how much crap's going on in it.
No, I think if you were gonna like do any embroidering stuff, it would have to be just the aquatics part.
It would be
just the lettering.
Yeah. And June said they do stand up to washing. Yeah, that is one good thing about the sublimation, is that it is dyed into the fabric, so you don't have to worry about it chipping off like the direct to garment printing.
Dee Dee says that Matt M has some Pseudomygil Gertrudes.
Well, I think that makes him cooler, right?
You gotta tell me what that means.
It's a fish, okay?
It's classified as a rainbow, but it's not really a rainbow.
Classified by whom as a rainbow?
A rainbow.
On like a lot of websites, they're in the rainbow fish category. when you go to purchase.
They're cool. They're pseudomcgills, and they're cool because pseudomcgills are cool. And even though they're not rainbows, they're still a cool fish. My only complaint about them is that I wanted to have a bunch of them in a community, but they are a little pricey and they don't live long. So you really are better off putting them in a species only tank if you want them to last. And which I might do. I might consider that.
Like annuals or something?
No, they live like a couple of years, yeah. Like 18 months to 2 years. It's some longer than others. I think the Luminatus probably lived among the longest. Maybe the Friccata. I don't know. Yeah,
I think if you were going to get some to breed in a species only, I think it should be Luminatus. Those are my favorite. The Friccata also like kind of look like they have little pom-poms because the way that their yellow is. And what's that one that like Dan has a hard time getting in? Because is it Melis?
Yeah, I think everybody has a hard time with those.
Yeah,
getting those in. Yeah, I'm not looking for the rare ones, the ones that are easy to get, because I've never bred them before. So I got to start with the easy stuff.
The only rainbow fish you've ever accidentally bred are Bosemani.
Nope, I had a picked egg hatch one time, and it made its way into. Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, I've had other eggs hatch. Like every now and then, I'll do a plant transfer, and then I'll look into a tank, and I'll see like little bitty baby rainbows in there. And normally, they don't live far past that unless I'm like deliberately feeding them, and I'll not have golden pearls at the time or something like that. But one of them somehow survives on microfauna in the tank and makes it past that needs the microscopic food stage. Zinger said, my Gertrude RU4 are in a species only tank. I still have no babies 2 months in. I don't think I'm doing it right.
I think if you're serious about breeding, you probably have to put in a spawning mop.
Yeah, right. Probably. I mean, I don't know exactly where they come from and what their habitat is like. They could still be young as well. But yeah, spawning mop, densely planted.
Such a great word.
Oh, this is
how long has that secret word been a thing? A couple of weeks, right?
I haven't streamed for a hot minute. So.
What do you mean?
Well, you just streamed last week and you didn't stream for 2 weeks. So. You had to wait for me to be on stream for the word to be said.
Okay. So what was the context of this duckweed question?
It was real. By the way, start entering tape for aquarium background tape and give Branton Lightcap his 5 points for saying the secret word before you forget.
All right. Okay. So that is Branton Lightcap's superpower, is that he said the secret word extremely early in the stream. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all need to be subscribed to 3 Idiots Talk Aquariums.
I thought you were talking about yourself.
I'm just one idiot. Come on.
You were calling us idiots too. There are 3 of us. Would you ever dare call us idiot to our face?
Me? Yes, you know.
No.
I don't even call real idiots idiots. I just
not to their face.
Leave the room,
You might not say it with your mouth, but your eyes are saying
it. The eyes of pity.
So here's the question. If I blanch duckweed for shrimp and put it into a shrimp tank with no duckweed, will it in turn get duckweed? I'm scared to try. Like if he's blanching duckweed to feed them, is it going to make duckweed happen in his tank?
I don't know for sure. I'm going to lean towards yes, definitely, without a doubt. But I don't know for sure.
One little root.
I know. It's somehow it would happen. Like one of them is just like not quite blanched enough, and life finds a way.
He could remove the shrimp into like a bowl with the duckweed for feeding, and then take the shrimp out and put them back in.
You can also blend it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, you could put it in rapashi or something like that, and maybe that has less of a chance of survival.
Or like
Duckweed
Smello.
I mean, it's the same thing,
Thanks.
right? Yep. I think I've asked this before, but you know those Snello pellets?
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of them, and I'm not going to make Snello.
You can just put them in your tank, though. They will expand. So,
but it's okay, right? Like,
yes.
Just treat it as fish food in the sense of, like, if you put too much in there, they don't eat it. I mean, I need convenient ways to grow out all these damn snails and farm all the snails.
Just have your turkey baster ready if you overfeed.
Yeah. But got to grow out the snails. I'm kind of getting nervous about my snail population because adding 2 more puffers, and like, I have to feed the puffers.
I believe when Grant was here, he said that he has tons of snails, and that if you like let him know, like whenever you place an order with him and stuff, like he could send some pest snails.
Send all your snails. At least he crushes his. I don't crush mine. The puffers do that.
Crush is a crush. Crushing is happening under your house.
The snail guts are not on my hands, though. Maybe I'm just innocently adding snails to the tank with puffers, and I'm just an inexperienced.
He doesn't know where they're going.
I'm an inexperienced fish keeper, and I'm unaware of the implications of doing that. Just
unless you are feeding the snails with your bare hands, you will never understand the pain the snails are going through.
You want me to get bit by a...
Yep. Multiple times.
I might do that.
Will you record it for me? Do it on live stream?
What you're going to do is you're going to put your hand... You've been so afraid... And you're going to put your hand in there with the intent to get bit and find out that they don't bite you at all.
They really look like they want to bite. They really do. Like,
well,
the calcium of your nails are looking mighty delicious to them.
Probably. I mean, it's a puffer. And now they've associated my hand doing this with, like, oh my God, he's going to feed us. And so they congregate. And they swim towards my hand. I don't think they would bite me just to bite me. I think they would bite me to just verify that this finger is not food. You. Yeah. Just give me
or they get a liking for it. Like, this bleeds more than a snail.
Get a little taste for blood. Feed me, Seymour.
Are you going to go through the participants list yet?
Hello.
Did you refresh?
It refreshes on its own.
Okay.
Remember?
Wow. Tell us more.
Zen Ginger was first, like way first. And then we got B. Wizzle, the degenerate fish keeper, Andy Carson, Branton Lightcap, Nancy B. in Tennessee, Uncle Smiley's Aquarium, Thorn Trap, Geek Boy on the Oscars, Dennis Christensen, Whips World, Outside and Aquatic, Steedy's Fin Den, Liquid Zoo Only Fins, Nathan Hovey, Matt M., Fishfam Link, Caitlin DeRozier, Matt F., Kalish, Keystone Clash, Jeremy, Stan Pittman, Scotty the Fish Freak, Oink Master Supreme Forever, Mystery Snail Gardens, Ocken Hill Design, The Fish Room, The Aqua Escapes. Do we know that name? Is that a new name? Welcome.
I don't know that name.
Fathom Aquatics and Craig's Catfish Cave.
And the 186 Element.
186 Element. Sweet. Pound that tape, y'all, in case you missed it. Hashtag tape to win some aquarium background tape. It's tape that you use to tape your aquarium backgrounds to your aquariums.
Up to 75 gallons in this pack.
I think you could do 12 more because the like I tried it on the living room tank for that lit background. The little double-sided tape pieces are like that long, and I just cut them in half, and I used, like, I don't know, 2 of them and just across the top. And there's I could probably do that like 3 or 4 more times with the tape that's in there.
And has it been holding pretty well? Like, do you think it's better than what you were using before, which was what, just tape?
Packing tape, yeah.
Packing tape.
It's definitely more elegant looking for sure. Darlene, welcome.
And this is like international eligible, so anyone can win this tape.
Yep, it's free for Jenna to ship international.
It is. Because
Yeah.
I have international stickers, not stickers, stamps already.
They're just money stickers that you put on
They
envelopes.
They are money stickers. Okay.
Aqua Escapes is pretty new around here, and Whip has just subbed.
Yep.
Well, welcome to the community. Caitlin said mine bit me once very softly, so it didn't hurt, but now he makes me nervous when I have my arms in the tank. I keep a closer eye on him. Yeah. And June said, I had a water leak for 2 weeks, tore the tank apart thinking it was a canister or a cracked tank. Turned out to be an airline spewing water, a new thing to add to the spreadsheet. Damn. We were wondering where you were, Dee Dee. We notice when people aren't here. We take notes.
You missed Lillian.
We hold grudges. Yep. Lillian joined us last week, much to the chagrin of Annette here.
So mad. So mad. And
Still
she's coming
mad.
back up.
I don't know. I thought Eric was joining us, but then he went and lost power again at his house. Matt M says, I have 30 plus RO4 fry growing in a 10-gallon right now. Removed parents and waited for fry to show up. Nice. Yeah, I wonder if they're laying eggs then and they're just gobbling them back up.
So when you were talking about you don't call anyone an idiot to their face, you just leave.
That's him agreeing.
If I leave in the middle of the conversation, just while you're talking, I just turn around and walk away. Let's see. Oinky said, speaking of Feed Me Seymour, I know that you and Kelly try to reassure that I don't have an Audrey 2 situation with my canna bulbs. They've grown so much with no help. They're amazing. Awesome. My canna is getting out of control in the tub. Oh, I just realized. Are you frozen, Jenna, or are you just being really still?
Am I being too still for you?
You're being imperceptibly.
I'm so sorry.
Jenna move constantly. Just start spinning around in your chair.
Did y'all see? I don't send a lot of TikTok, so to the group, so I expect anytime I do that y'all watch them thoroughly from start to finish. So I assume that y'all did.
Double standard,
right?
I don't send a lot. Okay, send them
I
very
don't
judiciously.
send a lot either.
And I know everyone has seen the Gara Rufa, where you put your feet in there, and the fish come and eat all the dead skin off your feet. But this video was someone getting in full body in the water, and the fish were just swimming all over, like swimming up the shorts and stuff. It really makes me uncomfortable.
I don't know that I watched
whatever
that.
hole they can find.
Yeah, and for me, I don't think it's the fish themselves that kind of grosses me out. It's that water. Like, are they changing that water a lot? And if they are, is that even good for the fish? How sterile is that environment? It can't be that sterile with fish in there. How much suspended water column dead skin from other humans is in that water?
One way to find out, dive headfirst.
Put your TDS meter in there and see how many dissolved skin cells are in there.
I think this
that's not how that works.
Video. This would be a great video for you to make.
Where do you go for that?
Vegas. The shopping center has them.
It's good water because it's good water for the fish because of the fish. It just. Ugh.
Did you say hi to Craig?
I did, but hi, Craig.
So,
We don't
Annette,
say that
would
name.
you?
Total dissolve skin.
Yeah, I would.
You get in
I'm
there?
not a pussy like other people.
I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't enjoy it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
welcome in, Surf City.
Crystal went to Scotty's aquarium.
Straight up
And-
ignored him. Yeah. good job.
I noticed, I saw on Facebook, there were pictures of the hippos there, and Scotty lied to us, so we'll call
Completely.
him out. He told us that he has to like wrangle the hippos back in at night or something, like
Because
something
they're just
along those
loose.
lines.
Yeah.
And those hippos were not loose. They were in an enclosure. So if you're
What do you mean they
expecting,
weren't? Did you think that they were just kind of roaming around the
that's
property?
what he
That's what he
suggested.
told us.
They were just encountering people, and
Yeah, they were in the wild. They were loose, and he's got to go wrangle them up at night.
yeah,
Welcome in, Bluefish,
be a
and
lot of injuries.
and Bipolar Fishkeeper.
Hey, Ben and Big Steve also came in, and hi, Bluefish. And Big
And-
Steve just gifted 5
you.
memberships. Thank you. Much appreciated. Who do they go to? They went to Whip's World, Bluefish, Matt M, Craig's Catfish Cave, and 186 Element. And it's starting to kind of not be the devil's fucking armpit around here.
Mhm.
And so
What about my
for-
armpit?
starting to, I don't know, how can you take your temperature? How hot is your armpit? Because that's going to determine whether or not we can ship plants to our awesome members. And if you haven't and you want to, fill out the form and get some plants. Even you, Whip, feel free. We can try again. I'm determined to turn your black thumb into at least like
a brown,
brown, pale,
That doesn't sound
yellowish,
right.
brown.
Oh yeah. So Scotty used the word secured, which means the opposite of secured, not secured. So you have not secured hippos running around the aquarium.
Maybe they're just insecure hippos. They're not sure about themselves and they lack confidence. And Scotty reassures them every day that, yes, you are a giant, violent beast. You have the capability. You can go bite boats in half if there were boats, but unfortunately, you are held captive.
Do you think Scotty could wrangle the hippos if they were loose?
No, I wouldn't even expect him to try.
You would just roll some watermelons at him.
But he's like Captain Security, so he's in
I would observe
fast
and
can
report.
Yeah, Scotty outrun a hippo, a hungry hippo.
I would call the
Hippos
police and
kinda
be like,
fast.
I observed 2 hippos biting several people. They are now deceased. There could be more deaths if you don't hurry.
Part of Scotty's job would just be to write a report about the hippo deaths.
And then ask them to leave. He has tools.
To wrangle them.
Like a rifle.
He's lassoing them.
And then he's gonna ride it like a rodeo.
I can picture it like jumping into the water, and all you see is like a Scotty like emerging slowly from like head, like up the water.
Whip, your thumb will be as gray as MSG's shirt. That gray thumb. We gotta figure this plant situation out. Gotta get he's got the water softener bypassed in those tanks. The Val is doing okay, as Val often does, because it will actually use bicarbonate, but an Acarus didn't. I don't understand.
What is an even easier plant that you can send him?
No,
Did you send him polysperma?
I
mean,
did that.
You didn't legally send him polysperma, but
as long as we long as we just say that polysperma is a common name and not linked to any specific banned plant, sure. I mean, yeah. I sent him some plants that do so well that perhaps they shouldn't be in his state. But
maybe do you have a Sicarno sword to send him?
I might have some baby Sicarno swords. I have that giant Sicarno sword that I'm thinking about bringing to the Clash to sell.
Yeah. So speaking of that, that's a good segue. Now that some people are here, also welcome in Rocky and Miles.
Hey, Rocky and Miles.
Don't get distracted. So some Clash related things.
Hey, Barbara Jackson.
Welcome in Barbara Jackson. Okay. First, if you are not going to the Clash, but you would like us to have your stickers at the table, send me a message and I will send you our address. Send me your stickers so we can put them out at the table.
Yeah, we're gonna have lots of room. It's gonna be a big Fishfam table. Yeah. So
one whole table is just gonna be devoted to like stickers, I think. So instead of like trying to cram our stuff and leave room. So as many people who want to bring stickers. And if you want to send us stickers, please send us stickers. Second thing, if you are going to the Clash and you would like to donate something to our table for us to sell, send me a message and please commit to that so that we can plan space accordingly. So this is if you have like a bunch of guppies or you have a bunch of spare plants or you have a bunch of plecos, whatever, like something that you would like to get rid of, we can sell them at our table. Whatever we don't sell that is live, we're going to put in the auction at the end and donate all of those proceeds to the Clash to help the clubs. So,
yep.
Whip, I'm
planning on bringing a bunch of plants myself, and I'll just do like $5 bags of whatever. Duckweed too. Maybe I'll bring some duckweed. Somebody might want it.
I don't think I have your stickers, Whip, but I will check and I'll send you a message and let you know for sure. I'll check my stickers that I have. Okay. Next Clash related announcement. If you are going to the Clash, please consider signing up to volunteer. If someone can post the link to the volunteer form, it's just keystoneclash.com/volunteer. Yep. Thank you, Annette.
She's on it. Nice.
I know Scotty said that they need help Thursday evening and Sunday. So those are the days when we will need the most help. We also have a kids area this year at the Clash, and if someone would be willing to
be a clown,
well, I don't know.
We've already volunteered you for any spot that's not filled, so you better try and find someone else to take that.
To do face painting, Steven. You're going to do face painting and
What's
balloon
the fish
animals
on people's faces.
There will be so many angry people. It'll be just like regular What the Fish, where some fish that I'm drawing on faces, I'll be hyper focused on and take an hour and a half per child. And other ones I'll be like, okay, go.
Volunteer to do what? Stand there and look pretty? No.
If you want to dress up like a mermaid, then yes, you can sit there and look pretty.
There you go.
So there's also a spot on the volunteer form where you can say like, you have health restrictions, you don't have to list them, but that would just let the Clash committee know, like, don't put them in any place where there's like hard physical labor, like no carrying heavy things. But I know there's a lot of stuff in storage that needs to be moved Thursday in place. They have to build the racks for the fish shows, or they have to set them up. They have to move a bunch of tanks.
Fill a bunch.
In the vendor, they have to fill a bunch of tanks. In the vendor room, we have to set out all the tables and chairs.
Did you already sign me up for shit?
Yeah, you're wherever we are, puppy. Follow us.
And then on Sunday, we need it all to be taken down. So I think that if you're going to an event and you have the capacity to help, you should at least a little bit.
Ooh, a little bit of guilt. Yes.
Yeah.
If you're an able-bodied person.
Yep. And last year, volunteers got some little credit for this year.
Yeah. Well.
Hi, Lori. Did we say hi to Lori?
No, not yet. Well, hello. I mean,
welcome.
I just remember people like Jennifer Weaver last year who didn't need to help because she did have physical limitations, and she made a point to be there and help as much as she could.
You had a lanyard with one of the badges on it. She touched it. She put all of the papers inside of all the lanyards and attached all the lanyards to all the name tags and everything.
Yeah.
There's something for everyone.
I'm definitely gonna, if you have me signed up to put out tables, I'm definitely gonna need to have some help with that. Like those tables, they are metal frames, solid wood, and like I was just trying to Hercules the tables up, and that was fine that night. It's just like the going to bed and waking up part, and apparently I'm getting old and I don't like it.
Sore in places you weren't the day before.
I know, like
oh, Big Steve
says he'll help all over. Thank you, Big Steve.
Big Steve, go sign the form so we can officially put you there.
Yeah, we can't put anyone anywhere unless they fill out the form.
I mean,
by your chat word.
Yeah, I mean, when you're there, if you show up and you're there, then obviously you can help. We're not there. Nobody's going to turn away help for sure, but it would make things a lot less stressful if we knew that people were available and that things were covered and we didn't have to.
Nothing official. I'm going to fine you, Steve. It's been said.
Steven's going to fill out the form on your behalf and click you for everything.
Whip is still 50-50 ongoing. I'm taking that as a total. He's definitely coming commitment. So Nathan said, he hopes I didn't have to do a lot of work with the logo. I did not. Like I put it in Photoshop, told Photoshop there's more pixels there than there are, so that whenever you upload it to a sticker site, it doesn't yell at you for not having enough pixels. If you're starting over from scratch on the YouTube thing, may just change the name to remove your name for the channel. Yeah, whatever you need help with, I'm down. Like, not a problem at all for me.
Welcome in, Luke Wong.
Hey, Luke. How's it going, Luke?
What else?
I got some new plants. That's on my list. And Luke just reminded me of that. But what more Clash stuff? Come on.
Oh, there's one more thing. And the one more thing is, if you are going to the Clash, the show classes are officially open. So if you have fish or plants that you want to enter, go and enter them so that you can make sure that you get the size tank that you want and that everything is set up. I mean, if you have like plants, tank doesn't matter. If you're entering like shrimp and snails, it's going to be relatively small. But if you have like a star sapphire cichlid, you want to make sure that you get one of the larger tanks. Or if you have like, if Whip wanted to bring his arowana, he wouldn't want there to be only like 5-gallon tanks left.
Has anyone else entered plants yet?
No, not yet.
I would like to enter plants, but there would be nothing more shameful than me winning all three, first, second, and third place, and there literally being no fourth place. And I will not endure that embarrassment.
I was going
So-
to enter my 2-week-old peacock gudgeons, but Scotty wouldn't promise me the 150-gallon tank they require.
Damn. Oh well.
You can bring your own tank. I think.
Is there a
So-
cat class? He could bring a cat.
So
And he could donate to the auction like he wants to.
Whip says, I really want to be there. I have a room. What I don't know yet is if I have a job January 1st of 2025. If I learn that I do before the event, I'll be there. And so here's the thing.
Mm.
While it's great for us to have your information if you're going, the more important thing is this hotel discount rate is going to end. When is it? September 1st?
Yep.
So I would, if there's even any chance that you might go, I would book your hotel because you don't have to pay anything to book it.
He just said it in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying that he did
in
the
general.
right thing.
Oh, okay.
People in general, like who
Gotcha.
are iffy on it. If you're 50-50, get the hotel, don't pay for it, and then I think you have 7 days before the event to cancel with no consequence. And you can always get your tickets, even full registration with a goodie bag and everything, literally day of the event. It's
Just
great
can't
for
get
us.
a t-shirt size.
Yeah. Like it's great for us to have the information to plan and to make sure that you get your correct shirt size and stuff. But worst case scenario, like we'd rather have you there than
I'm gonna
you couldn't
guess
get a
that
hotel room.
Whip is a 2XL TTTTT.
Yeah, because I think last time when people were having to get a hotel room on like the day of when they showed up, they were looking at almost double, like the high 300 range a night.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Luke Wong said, I'd enter plants, but I'm not going to be there. So here's the thing.
You can enter remotely, right?
Only for killifish.
They need some, only for killifish can you officially enter remotely.
Why? Why?
Because
it's part of the AKA or something.
Part of the AKA, and then they automatically go back in the auction. They go into the auction at the end. Like the Clash doesn't have to ship them back. So it's no cost to the Clash, and it's sponsored by the AKA. But part of it is that they need someone to be there. And so maybe Steven would work with you if you had plants to enter. If you sent them, you could register them, and Steven could make sure your plants get in the tank. And
ship them
Totally.
to the hotel.
And then if you wanted to
Totally.
donate them to the auction after.
It's definitely good practice to send your entries to a competitor and have them responsible for the presentation of your entry.
Well,
are
you
you
saying
person?
you're not
What you're saying?
trustworthy?
I wouldn't do anything. I would be
Not with
honored to
Jenna
compete
lurking
against
over your
Luke
shoulder. Jenna
for
would keep you
plants.
honest.
I'm just trying to make it less embarrassing for you to.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I know this
but
is
Luke
like,
would be a legitimate competitor.
oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I know it's a
What, you mean
catch-22
better
of
than
like
Scotty's?
I'm waiting for entries in order to enter, but like maybe other people are doing that, and there's some hypocrisy there on my part, but I'm not perfect.
Number one voluteller.
Well, I hope that Whip can attend, but I get that uncertainty of
You're
wondering if you're going to be
busy.
employed.
I think
Yeah.
probably Annette is going to tell you to do more things than I'm going to tell you, because we're going to be depending on you a lot to get like pictures and video of certain things.
Mhm.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to remind me to do that, because I was not in creator mode last year when there was like downtime. I'd be like, oh, I should go film a vendor, and then I would film 2, and then I would get sidetracked. And so like I focus really hard on like 2 different vendors, and then there's like another however many.
You're going
Didn't
to have
get as
your
much
hands
attention.
full taking a picture of each and every show entry with a back backdrop. You need one of those lights that attach to your phone, the little selfie light. You just turn the other way.
I need a better camera to take photos of a fish. Oh, 3 idiots has come here for the gram. Those are the 3 idiots I was talking about, by the way.
Yeah.
What about your
welcome
underwater?
in, Toonie Loon.
Toonie Loon, welcome.
Also, Oinky says, if you're coming to the Clash, please remember there's a pool and hot tubs. She was swimming alone last year. And I guess don't be dissuaded by it being October. The pool is inside the lobby, so it is climate controlled. It's
I'm
traumatized
from the pool on the first year. Because
why?
When people it overlooks the levels, and when you
that is kind of weird.
When you got a creepy person with their camera out pointed at you in a pool, that's just creepy.
I didn't even think about that.
You don't know who's watching at you or creeping on you.
I filmed from the balconies overlooking the pool, but I did not film the pool. But I bet people at the pool thought I was filming the pool because of the way I had it angled. So, some strangers, hopefully just strangers, thought I was being a creeper.
It can't be worse than when we were filming that stuff in the elevators. The first year.
God. So Luke said, why don't I just send you some stuff you might want anyways, and if it shows up looking pretty, you can enter it under my alias. I like that idea.
Can't even be under his name.
His alias is Luke Wong. Just also happens to be his name.
Okay.
But I think if he wins, you should send him the medal.
Okay. As long as I get to keep the plants. That seems like that's what the deal seems to be at this point. So welcome in Skipper. Skills. You missed Skipper.
I didn't. You just didn't hear.
Garage Gills. Welcome, Garage Gills.
Okay. Welcome in, Garage Gills and Skipper.
And Toonie Loon, I also said. Did you
I
not
said
hear
hi.
That one?
I heard that one. I think you're gaslighting me about Skipper, though.
I am not. This is recorded, and people could see where it was. Welcome in, Koro.
Don't forget the thumb, gang.
I still think Koro will fit
in
Aquarium. He's tiny.
How tall are you, Koro? I feel like Koro's kind of tall.
But he's lanky.
Who do you think is taller, Koro or Ian? Because you've met Ian. Is Ian tall?
I think Koro's taller, but he'll have to tell me.
Ian was kind of tall, I think.
Is Ian as tall as you?
No. That's the problem. I notice tall people when they're taller than me, and then everyone else, unless they're exceptionally short. I won't name names.
Jenna.
So I feel like you have to be used to my height by now.
I am. Yeah.
You probably can't look at me and think that, that I'm short. But I don't look at you and think oh, you're tall, because I'm used to your height. I know you're tall.
But she looks at me and she's like, damn, you're tall.
Ian is a tall name. And Skipper is in some beach in Maryland, caught fish I never have in the last few days. Caught a stingray.
Are you going to keep stingray? It's probably a salty one, huh?
It's actually stressful as hell when you get a stingray on the hook. We went fishing in Lake Pontchartrain, and we were towards the end of our fishing trip. We were fishing under the bridge, and that is where all the stingrays on the planet hang out, apparently. And it was just nothing but stingrays.
Welcome in, Chris Howell.
Hey, Chris Howell. Happy Labor Day weekend.
The next one I catch is going on the grill. Do you eat stingrays?
Hell yeah, you eat stingray.
I've never heard of that. Do you eat it in honor of Steve Irwin?
Do you know which stingray? That was a question on Graham's quiz today. What type of stingray killed Steve Irwin. Do you
A
know?
stinging
I don't
kind?
know.
I didn't know either, but
Can
now
you
I
give
do
me like
know.
3 options? Don't they give you like?
There were 4 options,
Okay,
and
what are they?
God, I don't
I think
know.
it's a leopard stingray.
No,
A
just
sandy
start
stingray.
making up stingray names, and you might get to it. There you
A
go.
short
The
tail.
short tail ray.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
feel like Zen is cheating.
I feel
I
like
said-
it's a long tail. But
I said Australian bull because it was the most intimidating name of the 4 choices. I did really bad on that quiz, but then at the end, I wagered everything and I ended up in 2nd place, and I ended up winning for the month for the 3rd time.
Gonna make Graham go bankrupt sending things to America.
I told him I wanted a weighted hoodie.
I'll wait it.
He's gonna send me another towel.
so you
'Cause, I
feel
mean, you can
all
never have
tucked
enough
in and
towels.
cozy?
Hmm?
I have the hiccups.
What? Oh, okay. What did you do? Step on the tail with a plate mail boot to get the hook out? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what I did, other than just being upset that I kept catching stingrays. It's cool when you catch the first one and then it's like another stingray.
You
Can't be sure it's not the same stingray.
You said Lake Pontchartrain, so this wasn't a Grand Isle. Is
No.
No. What is
No.
Grand Isle on the Gulf?
Yeah,
Or is
it's
just
yeah. Grand Isle is like you keep going south Louisiana, and as you get towards the coast, and you can see that our coast is very much sinking. It just becomes wetter and wetter, and it gets brackish and then salty, and you can. Another good place to fish down there is called Catfish Lake. If you want to catch a lot of redfish and speckled trout.
Where
Man,
does
I
your
haven't been
dad go
fishing
to
in
fish?
so freaking long. I don't think he has been in a while, but that's where we used to go. I really want to go fishing. Like the last time we went fishing was like a charter deep sea fishing, and all we caught was hardhead catfish, and that was not fulfilling.
Oh, why don't you go with your dad fishing? Does he have a place in Grand Isle? I'm sure we know someone.
We
who
used
has a
to.
place.
You have
Yeah.
to plan the trip for him, Jenna.
I mean,
My dad
well,
knows where that stuff, where the spots are. We
no,
did.
but I could plan downtime where like you go on a weekend and you probably go on like a Friday night and stay the night with your dad so that he can drive you early in the morning because you won't wake up early on your own.
For fishing, I will. You got to be motivated.
But you know, like I could take care of the kids and stuff, and you could go do that. When is good fishing time of the year?
Season.
When the weather doesn't suck, really. I mean, kind of look at the fishing reports. But my uncle had a place on Grand Isle. He's passed away now, but he had a place on Grand Isle, and then Katrina hit and sort of just like kind of scraped the island of all the things. It's like, if you want to come back, you got to rebuild. And
I feel like
a fisherman's license there to fish.
Yeah, you can get a lifetime license for a few $100s.
I'm sure your dad has a lifetime license.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Rebecca and Tim's family had a property on Grand Isle.
And everyone knows who they are.
No, but you do. And didn't you go with your friends there? Was it to that place or was it
my uncle's place? Yeah, that's why we went. It was because I had that access.
Well,
so
your dad's birthday is coming up in October, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a fishing trip would be a good present, and then you would get to go.
Can you imagine the indignation of being killed by a short-tailed stingray? I'd have been so pissed. I mean, come on. We just lie and at least say it was a long tail. Yeah, I think our Australian bull stingray, just something super intimidating. Did we miss much of chat? I think we did.
What you get for skipping to the end?
Well, damn.
Let's all go to Stingray City in Grand Cayman.
We can swim. That's a no. Feed. Okay. Lift them up out of the water. That's a definite no.
I
And
want to swim
hug
with
the
pigs.
stingrays.
I want to swim
God.
with pigs. I want to go to the place where I can swim with the pigs.
I'm not sure I'd want to do that either.
Didn't Kelly go there?
She did.
Why wouldn't you want to go there and swim with pigs?
I feel like the pigs can get a little indignant sometimes.
No, they are so used to people.
He just wants a hippo to swim with.
There we go.
Yeah, there's
There she
Kelly.
is.
She swam with the pigs.
Did
She
they
didn't
bite
bite
you?
me.
I feel like they bite.
It's not the size of the tail, it's the accuracy of the barb.
True. That's true. Yeah, I think it was like center of the heart is what killed Stever when he was swimming right above it. Atlantic croaker. They're a bottom dweller. They are pretty with a purple stream in them, and they also go rah, rah, rah when you pull them out of the water.
It wasn't as cool as swimming with the sea turtles.
What
Do you know
could
what would
be?
be even
that
cooler
would be
swimming
fun.
with?
Hippos?
Mm-hmm.
Electric eels.
That are seahorses.
I would swim with seahorses.
You probably have.
I don't go in the ocean,
the
so
show.
no, I have not.
You swim with sharks too, and you just don't know it.
Perhaps. Winky said, I have gone to the Cayman Islands only on a cruise and only to Grand Cayman. We were there only for a few hours as a port of call. Of course, Zen wants to swim with seahorses.
That's why I said it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it without you, Zenny, at the Clash.
Are there going to be seahorses? Are you going to acquire seahorses at the Clash?
Sounds like a promise.
Kiddie pool. Kiddie pool.
A salty kiddie pool.
Well,
I don't want to swim with a jellyfish ever again. I have never been stung by a jellyfish. Have you? Have either of y'all?
no, because I fear the ocean a lot. So I witnessed, I have 4 older brothers. We used to go vacationing in Gulf Shores, and one of them, without fail, would get stung by a jellyfish. They would go way the fuck out there with my dad, and they would find like a sandbar. It's like, it's fine, there's a sandbar, come on in. It's like, I am 4 years old and y'all are like 100 yards from the shore.
I'm gonna guess that it was probably just 1 or 2 brothers that were consistently stung, and probably one of them was Jeremy.
Yes, in fact, I think it might be 100% Jeremy every single time.
Do you know those giant neon floaties that like you would get like super cheap and they would blow up for you to lay on them?
Yeah.
So when me and my friend were in like elementary school, middle schoolish age, we would always spend the summers at the beach, and we would use one of those. We would take it out to a wave, and when we pulled onto it sideways, and we would ride the wave down to the shore. So we were doing that, and you want to wave with us? A shark and a sea lion.
And who won that battle?
The sea lion made it to the shore with us.
Cool.
And the shark stayed in the water. So, but it had bite marks and everything all over it. And we ended, not us specifically, but people on the shore and all that ended up calling to have the sea lion detained and treated, I would assume.
And then the shark died of starvation. And that's nature for you.
I don't even know what kind of shark it was. But yeah, blood everywhere. Nothing like riding a bloody sea lion waving.
Oh.
Matt says, I think my wife wants to send me to an island. She always tells me you're going to be swimming with the fishies.
Maybe she'll make a special tropical drink for you right before you go.
It'll ease the anxiety.
I hope it has extra coconut in it.
Well, you don't like coconut either, right?
No.
No.
I hope he doesn't either.
Oh, we don't know? You just hope.
I don't know.
I feel like making someone drink coconut is torture, so it's a good drink of choice for him.
I like coconut.
Gross.
I'm starting to get my taste back, sort of, kind of.
Go lick a coconut.
Okay.
Well, like the outside of a coconut.
The hairy part.
Hairy.
Bet you'll enjoy that texture. Wow, I wasn't even ready.
Well,
Oh,
be ready.
wait.
No.
We never gave away this tape.
We'll run the giveaway. Somebody
run the giveaway.
FFL. Somebody said tape, and it better not be Zen. Who said tape? Does your wife call you chum?
Oh, wait. Okay, so Annette got it in private chat.
Okay, and also just Zen too. Cool. Hang on a sec. Let me open up the points page. Pretty good.
Okay, and Jeremy was selected. So this is King's Aquarium and Ant World.
Do you want to know how I know who that is? He sponsors something on the bingo show.
So
bingo.
Jeremy, we need your address. Hopefully Jeremy is still here.
Yeah, it was kind of a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who lurks?
Talking.
Who just leaves the stream for other streams? This is a way to find out. Okay.
FFL, that's not my name.
All right. Gave them their 4 points. Pretty good. Are Linky and Oinky related? What?
What's the bingo show on Aquarium Daily?
If you don't know about Fishy Bingo, you have been sleeping under a rock or bingo card or something. It's very addicting. And this week has been just completely ass backwards because Andrew's been working on bingo and he is not streamed. And he's not streaming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wait,
weren't you going to possibly go up there?
Channel?
Is there going to be a new Fishy Bingo channel? Annette asked.
Yeah. Oh, I think so. I think he's going to build that one up before he moves over. I don't know what the plan is, but yeah, what you said, Jen, I'm going to join them on here Fishy Saturday whenever they come back.
Oh, is that the guy who started streaming on Fridays when I was streaming? Well, he streams bingo every day, Monday through Friday.
It's okay, Whip. I if I'm awake, I usually sleep through everything on Friday mornings because it's not a busy day at work. But if I'm awake, I am on Whip stream. And I am loyal. All right.
I am also watching Whip stream on mute because on Fridays I have a long meeting.
I'm straight up playing bingo. I'm addicted. Can't help it. It's bingo.
Get it, Whiff.
Is this
you can play bingo and still listen to Whip stream.
You're asking me a lot right now. Is this like going to be someone's face zoomed in?
Might be.
It's like someone's cheekbone.
Might be.
Forehead.
Good night, Skipper.
Oh, it could be Rocky and Miles. Let me go, actually.
It could be, because it could be anybody in Fishfam.
Looks like butt cheeks.
And there's the crack. Yeah, that's right. Whip moved his stream to Saturdays, except for this weekend.
This weekend and last weekend.
And last weekend. So I don't know. When the hell do you stream, Whip?
Well, Sunday weekend.
I'm confused now. What's up, Henry?
Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's scheduled. You can see that it's scheduled for 9/1.
The way I get my notifications is I go in YouTube and I go through my feed. I sort it by live. I see the live streams that I want to go to, and I click the notify me, and then I get notified. All right, nobody knows.
Wait, one person did before you go.
Damn.
Finally.
Zen is really good at this game.
Maybe she has some really bad vision.
Yeah, because this is zoomed in. It's not. I probably should have said that. I don't care. So this is zoomed out slightly.
You don't care.
I don't. I want people to lose. I want this to be impossible. And that was worth 1 point. And there we go. Lady Rorschach.
Do you have fish for people to guess too?
I do. I do have some AI drawn fish. AI is getting better though.
Jenna says I still don't know.
You don't know who Lady Rorschach is? Come on. Can see it scheduled. Surely Jenna's not just people go to this crappy site. Yeah, that's helpful. Fishfam link. It's a good place to like know everything about all the stuff happening.
Yeah.
And so Jenna got this one immediately. So if you don't get it immediately, for shame. I saw an arm. Whose arm is that?
She's muted.
You're muted.
Is this supposed to be fish or logos?
This is fish.
This is AI fish.
So we only have 2 logos?
Yeah, 2 logos, 2 fish.
Mm-mm.
I have the Fishfam link app, Matt. I don't have to even go to the site. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, Annette got the answer.
What? How the hell did you get that? What do you know about Bumblebee Gobies?
Anyway. Absolutely jack shit.
Zen, Branton,
do a species profile on them.
And Dee Dee.
Annette, you now have 69 points. Just thought you would want to know that. So we got Zen.
I just thought it looked like a bee, and a goby is the only thing that I knew was a bumblebee. Yay.
FFL app should get an overhaul by the end of the year.
Cool. There is a Fishfam app. Is it on the Play Store still, or do you have to like get a direct link to it? And
you gotta go on your patrons only page.
Yeah, you should become a patron of Fishfam Link. It is only $5 a month, and he said nope, it got kicked off. It's only $5 a month. That's less than Netflix. It's less than a coffee at Starbucks.
How could it get kicked off if I'm still using it?
No, it got kicked off the app store, but if you have it, you can still use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Consider becoming a patron on Patreon.
And get rid of your Netflix or something.
Do I have to say that out loud? I guess I will.
It's
$5 is less than porn.
Who pays for porn?
What do you think everyone does in their hotel room?
This person who suggests
goes on the freaking internet? Like What? All right. This one's a little more difficult. You're not going to get it, Annette. Just I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but if you do get this one, then you are holding out on us on your fish knowledge. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, exactly, Whip. I don't know what this money thing is.
He's old. All of his porn is on VHS.
Nope.
I don't see the answer yet.
Red wag, platy, ember, tetch. Yeah, this one's a little off. Like,
yeah.
And what I do is I give Dolly 3, that's the OpenAI AI art program. I give it the scientific name. So whatever it knows about that is how it goes. And it's a tough one.
I see one person has the right kind of fish, but not the right type of that fish.
I see that too.
And do we want to give any hints at any point?
A very pale cherry barb. Well, the only hint that I have is we'll give Geek Boy an advantage. How about that? That's my hint, is that my hint would give Geek Boy an advantage.
So something Geek Boy
or
has.
anyone who like follows Geek Boy very closely, like stalks the hell out of him and stuff.
Okay, I did my Geek Boy guess. Was I right?
Let's see.
No.
No.
Dang.
Take advantage of Geek Boy, you say?
Yes, indeed. Even Geek doesn't know.
It's not a CPD.
Nope. He does have a lot of those, though.
And a weird electric unicycle fish?
No. He got gudgeon. Nope. 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 Nope.
I don't know what kind of fish he has.
So
I've seen videos, but I don't know what they are.
Are we just gonna give it to the one person?
Yeah. Good job, Geek Boy. Yeah, it is a gold ring Danio. The Danio teeny weeny, whatever.
Polka dot bikini festival.
Yep. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny gold ring Danio. So that is 2 points to ya. Cool.
Okay, are we ready for me to push a button?
Yep.
No.
Oh,
I don't want to refresh.
Annette, you can't guess any of these fish.
Wait, why?
Because this was the theme that Annette and I were talking about ahead of time. And so she knows what a lot of the fish are.
Damn. Okay.
I don't remember this
one. She also knows the theme.
I'm sure it'll pop in my head once I start hearing.
Yeah.
Dag nabbit. I was trying to think of that name.
Big Steve says he needs a What the Fish shirt. Well, they have them on aquatics.com.
Aquatics.com. Some people actually ordered from that recently. Mirik did, and Todd, TJ did.
Wait, not that it has anything to do with anything, but I put guppies in my 130 that I just set up to help keep some
beneficial bacteria
going in there. There's already fry swimming around. Of course, because they're guppies.
Guppies be doing what guppies do. Oinky, go aquatics.com. is
Wait,
the,
wait,
is the
wait.
good one.
Wait, I want the.
If you don't
I want the
mind.
chat first.
There are some Zazzle products there, but Aquatics has the most recent stuff. What you doing?
Hold on, 1 second.
Okay, we'll wait.
Okie dokie. My wife got a kick out of the weird electric unicycle fish. Unicycle theme.
What are you doing?
I got something in the mail I wanted to show.
Oh. Do you have a fan on you? Your hair,
I
or is your hair
do.
like glitching or something? NPC glitch. Ooh.
Oh,
It's a snail guardian, and it came from.
Oinky. She's so thoughtful.
I'm gonna have to be
Yeah.
showing off my collarbone at the clash just so I can sport it.
Nice.
I'm
It's
excited.
birdie. Wasn't I about to talk about plants I recently got, and you'll somehow like sabotage me and prevented me from doing that?
Mhm.
I don't know about that, but a good time, I will remind you about the plants. A good time to talk about plants will be after With the Fish, since we already pressed the button, and after, like, when we're collecting entries for the giveaway.
Or I could
we
just
need
wait
some-
till like the plant stream. That that's
Well, I
okay.
mean, you can talk about it a little bit.
Later.
What do you? I think the shirts are pretty true to size,
They are, yeah, for sure.
and you do have tall size. Do you have tall sizes for some of them?
I do.
Tall.
They cost a few dollars more, like
Because you're just trying to make profit.
No, it's just that's just the way that it is. I don't like it, but you know that all of my merch is priced for me to make something above a negative number, basically. I just want everyone to have one. I don't it's not really a for-profit venture. Anyway, oh, I should share. There we go.
Yeah,
Oh well, too bad. Too bad. It's pretty fucking obvious what this is.
I remember.
All right.
Boom.
Rocky Miles says, I've been wearing my shirt and using the towel all summer.
Nice.
We got
it's just a typing
when I
test.
When I could have guessed something and I can't.
So Didi, Sin, SC Catahulas.
Okay.
It does look like a.
Well, let me move this over.
Barbara says I can't spell. She heard oxylotl.
Okay. Didi. You said Didi. Who else?
Zen.
Okay.
And Cat House.
Got it.
Oh.
Who drew this though?
Steven.
Obviously.
The tail fading that got me.
The tail fading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And next.
Jenna.
Thank you, Kyle. It's one of my hyper drawings.
Definitely Jenna drew this.
Yeah.
But it's also not nearly as good as what Steven could draw.
I told you that I like your drawing. I like your style of drawings. I like your clean lines.
Mm-hmm. You have a very unique style that I like, and I can tell what it is right away. All I got was 2 antennas, and I knew what it was.
I like that mustache on it, though. It's all like diabetes.
Whoa.
I think we need like
be specifics.
The specifics.
Be specific.
Oh, Zenny, I am so disappointed.
Look at the foot.
Mm.
Look at that.
The fact that you even guessed that.
Are you disappointed at
my
the people saying
goodness.
nearite though?
I am disappointed in like every single person right now. And they need oh no. Oh.
Wilford Brimley's.
Where's Foxy? Foxy and Pooplin. What are they doing on Peplin Farm right now?
Every single person saying purple mystery snail needs to go in a timeout.
For shame. For shame. All right, come on, chat.
I aim to disappoint.
Are we just gonna? There's not okay.
There's only 2 people.
Cat House and Dee Dee. Everybody else.
Yeah.
For shame.
A purple mystery snail has a dark foot.
Mm-hmm.
A magenta mystery snail has a light foot. They both have the same colored shell. So everyone that said purple, shame on you for not knowing that.
Tell you what, though, puffers don't care.
If you feed mystery snails to your puffer, I will never forgive you. I don't care if they are starving.
Go ahead and give Oinky a point.
Oh, good job, Oinky. That's it. Animals that can regenerate body parts theme. I do not feed mystery snails to my puffers. That would be a bad financial decision.
He did, Jenna.
He didn't. We don't have any mystery snails currently to feed, but I would not let it. I don't think he would.
No, I'm saying Big Steve did say magenta mystery snail.
Oh,
he did?
Oh,
he
then
did.
Okay. Then give Big Steve a point too.
I'm going to give Big Steve 2 points because he said it a long time ago. I didn't even notice. 2 points to Big Steve. And here we go.
Steven drew it.
Yeah. So Branton.
Yeah.
Is a blue lobster the same thing as a blue crayfish?
They call them lobsters because they do because they don't know. And apparently the word lobster sells better than crayfish.
So Branton, Zen, and Rocky and Miles.
No, Zenny shouldn't count.
The first.
I mean, I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with like.
Well, then give Henry a point if you're not
okay.
Gonna give.
Say the names again.
Take away
Branton
points from Zenny.
Branton Lightcap.
Okay.
Rocky and Miles.
Rocky and Miles.
And Aquarium Fantasy.
Okay.
Zen says she's okay with not getting the points.
Good, because you're not.
I
think you're okay, Zen. I think there is
you're
0 risk. Wait.
I'm coming for you.
What the hell? Is Henry not on the board? Because I'm doing a
no,
search for him. Yeah, welcome to the board, Henry. That's strange. Yeah, I was doing a search and I couldn't find him. All right. Well, Aquarium Fantasy, unless he's listed under Henry still. I'll have to look at that later.
I think there should be drawings of each and every single one.
By
Jenna and Steven.
I told Steven that we could make prints to have at the Clash, and he's like, no.
I don't believe I said it that aggressively. I think I was like,
it was probably early in the morning and you hadn't had a sip of your coffee yet, and you were just like going off of the fumes of the smell of it roasting.
I mean, Jenna does like to present work and information to me at times where I really do not want to intake.
That's all the time. That's all the time. You're not you're not receptive to work.
Well, here's the thing. I am either not receptive to work under any circumstances at that moment, or I'm really busy and I'm like really involved in something and I don't want to be inundated with other things.
You know what I would really love to see that might be work for you? I would love to see you enter some of your art in the show.
I have 1 month if I want to do that. Oil paint dries really fucking slow.
Well, you can enter digital art, can't you?
That's what I told him, and he's like, no.
I was really aggressive when I said no
like
there.
That.
I bet you if her head was this close, you would have taken off her nose. But I really would love to see.
She dodged it. I might. I mean, I could use fast drying medium. I could still do a painting, but I'm also like really, really, really neck deep in doing this water chemistry series videos. And I've had Kelly do kind of like a peer review, with not technically a peer review, but she's like read a bunch of different drafts of it. And I finally have like the stamp of approval from her. And so I'm about to really dive into it and hyper focus on that. And doing a painting, I cannot see myself doing a painting right now.
That's why you gotta do the digital art. Save the painting for next year. I was late on Wet Your Plants one time, and I put it on like 2 times speed, and Kelly was the funniest person to listen to because she already talks fast, and then I was like on times 2. I was like,
oh my god!
And you were normal.
Because I got that southern, like, it's too fucking hot here to talk that fast. So.
Welcome in, Big Cat.
I just don't get how people can listen to streams. After that was the first time I'd ever like sped up a stream, and it just happened to be Kelly talking. And I did not understand how like Scotty can like, oh, let me catch up and do this to like every stream.
So you're saying on 2x, like that's a good speed if you need to watch any of my videos or like catch up on streams and stuff.
Maybe on streams, you cut out all the spaces on your videos. So
I talk a lot faster on videos.
Yeah.
I like to respect people's time on videos.
It's Patrick.
You should hear Foxy giggle on double time. Oh, I need to hear that for sure.
No, listen to the Foxy Danny crossover stream on Dannigans.
That's a lot of laughter.
Oh, Matt M says he's looking forward to the water chemistry series.
It's it's taken me years to get to this point because I'm not a chemist, so like trying to understand this shit has been a chore. But even like writing these scripts and getting prepped for it and doing the research has taken me months.
Well, that's how a episode like that should be. It shouldn't be you look up the first thing on Google and you read it verbatim. And then
that's the problem. That is what forced me to go down this rabbit hole, was like some of the bigger YouTubers not understanding water chemistry because they've never had to deal with weird water.
So I verified that a starfish and a sea star are the same thing, although you should say sea star because that's the more technically correct according to Google.
The best kind of correct. But people who were too specific, did that make them wrong?
Yes, I'm just gonna, because it's just a common one. So Branton,
okay,
Outside In, and Rocky and Miles. If you like said a color or a specific one, that's too specific.
Even though like every other time we expect you to be specific, in this case it hurt you and we didn't tell you that ahead of time, and that's just how it is. So you said Outside In, Branton, who else?
Rocky and Miles.
Okay.
Sin.
But this is bullshit. It most certainly is bullshit. Tough shit also.
God, you talk about a lot of shit on this.
Lots of shit. Next.
You didn't say who drew that.
Jenna drew that.
Yeah.
Look, do you see all this fucking
Whoa,
dots?
whoa! What are you drawing? Okay.
Erotica.
Nope, not going there. This is an adult stream, not a.
Yeah, it's an adult stream. All right.
We have
That
Zen,
didn't take long.
Branton Lightcap, and Big Steve.
Okay.
You better keep this
Zen.
away from all the snails on this next shirt.
I have a short all about planaria.
And what they kind of look like.
Mm-hmm.
You also have a short about sensitive fern that you just put out.
Yep.
Thorntrap says, I've heard sea stars can be pests in saltwater tanks.
Interesting.
I like your crypt video you put out.
I have not put out a crypt video, but
What? Is that crypt?
Is it the boost one?
Sounds like you're a fan of someone else's
The
channel.
one in the tank. I mean, in the bowl.
Yeah.
The boost one. Yeah.
But like, who here actually watches shorts?
That's a plant.
That's the thing.
I watched it. I just didn't understand it, but it looked pretty.
I release a short, and that's a different audience. I release a long form video. There's a little bit of overlap with the stream watchers, but like this right here is the core community. Like the people here, I consider my friends. Like the ones who show up every week are, you know, consistently and want to be here. And what do y'all? Oh, Boost equals crypt. Math checks out. They're both kind of slow growing, I guess. And they're okay. Low light.
Low light, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I declare that a Boost is a crypt.
If it's not duckweed, I don't know what a plant is called.
Duckweed, and you have some water lettuce too, don't you?
Yeah, that's the bigger duckweed.
Yeah, it's big ass duckweed with the extra roots. Duckweed only has the one root.
The rooty duckweed.
Super rooty, fresh and fruity.
I know you're on my For You page on TikTok, so shorts
cool.
are all up in
That's
my business.
Good. I don't understand how to make short form content. I just do whatever the hell. Sometimes it gets like 40 views. Sometimes it gets 10,000 views, and yes. I don't understand the difference.
Sometimes I look at it and it's been like hours, and I'm like, "Oh, your video has 5 views."
Oh, it feels so good whenever you go to your studio and it's like this ranks 10 out of 10, like it's your 10th ranked of your last 10 videos, and there's no explanation. It's like most people swiped away, but why?
At the Adventure Aquarium, there's a touch tank with horseshoe crabs and starfish. The stars were the smart ones, hang out in a pile in the middle. No one could reach them.
The stars are like, what the fuck did we deserve to be in the tank? I don't know if I want to touch a horseshoe crab.
I don't know that we've been to aquariums with like touch pools, and they're usually like stingrays or like nurse sharks. There's like nurse sharks at the Aquarium of the Americas, or at least there used to be. Oh, I guess I'll like the video since Zen told me.
35 likes. 35 likes, and then there's like 51 people here. Hey, could y'all do me a favor and hit the like?
Or a dislike if they don't like. They can choose one or the other.
Interact with the stream.
But if you're going to dislike it, you better say it in chat so I can add it to my list.
Be honest. If you didn't enjoy your time here, I would like to know why.
Probably
and also like why did you stay the whole time? Because that's a weird
I'm someone you love to hate. No.
Yeah, I mean, people hate watch. Hate watch is perfectly fine. I think Wet Your Plants has some hate watchers too, because we talk about CO2 and people get really upset.
Does reporting it count as interaction?
I think it does. I don't know. Try it. See what happens. I would like to know.
Geek Boy only stayed to the end to win.
0 out of 10. Not enough chaos.
I think Geek Boy's going to be the first off the wheel tonight.
What if we made our audio like horrible? Would that work?
I can talk like this.
You still sounded the same. It was fine. No, one of us has to be like insufferably loud and the rest of us inaudible.
Or maybe have some an echo.
Go get a cowbell.
We're gonna start playing.
Oh, no, my fire alarm. I'll have a fire alarm.
What are we giving away?
We're giving away this knitted fish plushie that we got
adorable
from Ray Aquatics. Probably Robert's wife did this.
That's very sexist of you to think that the woman knitted that. Okay.
What do you think?
I agree completely.
So we got this at Photos. And what do you want the hashtag to be?
Ray's wife.
What?
Ray's wife.
RAYSWIFE. Okay.
Yep.
There it goes. A happy day is when you've become a fish keeper for a while and can identify more fish on site. Indeed.
Chaos. Okay, so now while people are entering, you could talk about plants. You could also talk about what came in today that you're going to use for videos, maybe if you wanted to.
Ooh,
that I was just working and all of a sudden I get an Amazon notification like this is arriving today, and I was like, what?
I got a teleprompter, but like not. It's just an angled. It's an angled window. You put like a phone or something with a teleprompter app on one side and your camera through the thing, and it allows you to look at the camera and read a script. Because I would like to do more on camera talking and not just entirely voiceover, but also I don't have time to like remember lines. And if I am just looking at a bulleted list of notes or just trying to remember shit off the top of my head or speak off the cuff.
Slideshows?
What?
Does it do like slideshows?
No, it literally has your script that goes across, like you have a phone that has your script that goes across the screen that scrolls at the pace that you want it to.
But it does just show your screen, so you could like play a movie on it or something.
Well, that would be no point. The point is your camera lens.
A movie on it tonight.
Your camera lens shows through the exact midpoint of your script, so that you can, while you're reading your script, you are looking at the camera. That is the entire point of it. It's like $100 for this thing.
I know. I clicked on the price.
You get to see all my Amazon orders except for my secret ones. No.
And also your lavalier mics are on the porch.
Ooh. I ordered those on the recommendation of Vibes. So they better. Where is Vibes?
I don't know. He has a
cottage cheese somewhere.
Where you at, Vibes? I ordered those mics. They better be good. I'm going to be so mad at you. Refresh, 19 entries. They're the Hollyland something or other. I don't know. I kept buying the $30 wireless lavalier mics and was not happy with them. And
what's a lavalier mic?
It's the little wireless clip-on mic you put like right here, or if you're on TikTok and you're stupid, you hold it in front of your face like that.
Or you don't want one of the little mini mics?
No.
Well, I mean, he has it. It's just how he
Wait.
chooses to use it.
The proper way. Yeah.
Kyle said he was on an airplane yesterday.
Was he?
And you could also talk about the plants that you got now.
I don't remember what they were.
Did you get
some type of orange Rotala or something?
I got that a while back. I got Ludwigia chlorophyll hater edition, like some Ludwigia white just for the hell of it. I got a Homolomina.
Yeah, that one looks cool.
Yeah, I hope that survives underwater. I think it's supposed to. It's like the Insignius or something. I don't know if Luke's still here. He probably knows what I'm talking about. What else? I got that tissue culture of. It sounded like an Indian variety. I don't know what the name was. It's a Win TI. It's a Cryptocorin Win TI, but it's very orange. And Crypt Keeper actually ordered some too, and then he sent me a reminder to order it, and so I ordered it. And he ordered like 3 tissue cultures of it, and we got them on the same day. I only ordered 1 because I got like 6 plants out of it. What else did I get? The Echinodoris Had-Eye Pearl Variegated, I think is what it is. For funsies.
You had 2 shipments of plants come in like 2 days in a row.
Yeah, the co-op. I got some flame moss and some Rotala. Hurrah! Hurrah! And some Ammoniac gracilis. I don't know. I'll take some pictures of them because I mean they all look like garbage right now because they're immersed and all lanky and leggy and shitty looking.
Luke asks, is it the Florida Sunset Win TI?
No, that one's different. This one, crap. You know, I'm gonna go to my. Oh no, I don't want to do that because I'm sharing. Oops. Oopsies.
What was that screen?
It was just the what's it called? The Edge homepage with all the stupid like top 10 reasons you're traumatized from your childhood or some shit like that.
And what are those reasons?
Let's not go into that. Let me see. Okay. He sent me a link to it.
So Jenna, whose flight changes do you think will change? Do you think both our flights will stay the same, or do you think they'll change?
Sindor, Cryptocorin Windy Eye Sindor.
So the only time I've ever had a flight change significantly was twice.
The only time was multiple times.
No, as I was saying, like there was one that really stuck out, and then I remembered there was another one.
Oh my god!
So
why is it doing this?
When I went to Baltimore for work, on the way back, we had a layover in Atlanta, and we got delayed. We were supposed to like arrive back home in Baton Rouge at like 6 p.m., but we didn't fly out until like 8 or 9. And then when I brought Lillian to her karate tournament in Orlando, it was a direct flight, but our flight was for like 1 p.m. and it kept getting pushed back. And finally they're like, yep, it's 9 p.m. And then we go and sit there, and we were about to board, and then it got moved back to midnight. And then we got on the plane, and then there was like something wrong with the plane, and they made us stay on the plane for like another hour while they fixed it. You remember that. You had to come pick us up, though. We were in New Orleans.
I remember.
Because I had my last flight for the Clash switch from a night one to a day one, and then I had to switch it to an afternoon one.
Oh.
So I'm hoping that doesn't happen again, because I'm basically at the same one that got canceled last time.
Was it a Boeing plane?
Are we not supposed to fly in those anymore?
No.
So
the window came off.
I don't know. The Baltimore one was like pre-COVID. That was a while ago. I don't even remember which flight, like which airline it was. The one to Orlando, we flew Southwest. I don't know if they use Boeing. I think American Airlines uses Boeings.
Hey, Big Steve, thanks for ordering from aquatics.com. I just saw the notice.
What do you get? What are we going to see him sporting at the Clash? A towel?
Oh, fuck you, Progressive.
A towel? Like he's just going to come draped in a towel?
Yeah.
He ordered a shirt, the Guppy design shirt.
Oh, not the Jenna P shirt?
What if it was a secret what he ordered? What if he didn't want you spreading his business?
I have his shirt size. I have his address. What would you like to know?
Address.
So the last 4 of his credit card.
Yeah.
Freaking
Can I get
car
the three numbers on the back?
Too.
Oh, yeah, that's coming up in like 15 days.
We've not made a claim in a million years, and it keeps going up. That's so annoying.
Because it's Louisiana. Are you sure they didn't like tack on uninsured, underinsured motorists?
No,
like you have to sign to reject that in the state of Louisiana, even though it is not by law something that you have to have.
You know, I don't even drive places as much, so
you just crawl.
It's just annoying to have a car that has to be insured.
And what are the liability limits in Washington?
Ooh, car insurance chat. This is going to be exciting.
Do you know? No.
Not a clue.
They used to be 10, 20, 10 here. Just like $10,000 for value for property damage, which is nothing.
How much
That's why you get an electric unicycle.
Greens wall.
That's what you get.
Brooklyn, are you here? No, you're asleep or something. I miss Brooklyn. She's been busy.
Yeah.
Last time we talked to her was like a couple of weeks ago, huh?
Yeah.
25 entries. Alrighty. Well, I think
yep.
I think we should just do the
McSpinney spin. My predictions. I think
Geek Boy's
going to be the first off, and the winner is going to be Barbara Jackson.
Okay, welcome in, J-Rock.
J-Rock. J-Rock, if you want to win a little knit fishy thingy, hurry up. Hurry.
Welcome in, Jeff.
What the hell is the hashtag? I don't remember.
Ray's wife. It's literally still up here.
I'm looking at other things. All right. I've got like 20 windows open, 2 screens. I don't even realize we're streaming at this point.
Unless you're at work too, you don't have too much on your plate.
Maybe I am at work. I'm salaried. I'm always at work.
Okay, J-Rock did enter.
Cool.
If you want to refresh and make sure he's there.
And he's there. I refreshed.
Just don't say my name. I did. I think you're going to win, Barbara. We'll have to spin to find out.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready to spin?
Did Jeff enter?
I don't know if he wants to enter.
Jeff's too busy.
Jeff doesn't like things made by Ray's wife.
Jeff and Ray's wife have some history?
Maybe. This is the wheel of you lose.
Thank you,
so
DD.
If you're new here, you want to be last on the wheel. It's an elimination wheel. Okay, Jeff did enter. He buried the hatchet with Ray's wife.
Good. Should all get along. 27 entries. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's spinny time.
Okay, that's perfectly centered.
Yep.
Hang on. Hang on. I want to make it better.
You made it worse. No. Okay.
You like that? Is it good?
Was your head a little cockeyed when you did that? Or?
Okay, perfect. So that we can't see the arrow to know who it's pointing to. It'll just be a mystery.
SC Catahulas.
Wrong.
Sounded like Geek Boy to me.
Mhm.
Sorry, Cat House.
Only Oscars.
Ooh.
June.
Right next to Geek Boy. She was tainted because she was right next to him.
Outside in aquatics.
Kyle.
Bluefish.
Bluefish.
Big cat.
Big cat.
Monster fish gal.
Lori.
Caitlin DeRosier.
Caitlin DeRosier. Am I saying your name right, Caitlin, when I say DeRosier? Just want to know.
Maybe it's
Before
DeRosier.
I don't know. If I get too used to saying DeRosier and it's not right and I still keep saying it, I'm gonna feel kind of bad. So correct me now or forever hold your peace.
I think you've already made it a habit.
I think I can fix it right now. Another week, maybe not, though.
You are correct.
Hell yeah.
Whip's World.
Whip.
Luke Wan.
I miss Myrtle. Luke.
Dee Dee's Fin Den.
Sorry, Dee Dee, but this is just how it goes every single week for you.
Except for that one time.
Yeah. You never
for that
cared
one.
enough to ask me how to pronounce my name.
Because it's really fucking weird that it's not pronounced the way it should be pronounced. Most people I don't ask because I just assume that it's pronounced like humans pronounce their names, and
Mm-hmm.
Are you suggesting she's not a human?
yeah.
Barbara Jackson.
Unforgivable.
There goes Barbara. Now what? Now what?
Darlene Saints.
Okay, it's me, Darlene. No, Geek, it's not a net. No, it's not.
It's a net.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about that for a while.
Big Steve's Glass Box.
Big Steve.
Why is there an E at the end of box?
Toonie Loon.
Because it was too long for it to be boxes. It cut off the S.
Toonie Loon.
Welcome in the office.
What's up, office? It is the Wheel of Fortune, but nah, it's if the name comes up, it's bad. It means they don't get the prize.
Geek BOI.
Yeah.
Only took like half the people on the wheel.
It got there though.
Okay.
Mystery Snail Guardian.
And there you go too.
Made it longer than Geek Boy. That's all that matters.
He took you with him for sure.
Nathan Hovey.
Nathan Hovey.
Liquid Zoo. Only fins.
It's the wheel of anxiety.
And there goes Matt.
J Rock does stuff.
J Rock.
Empire of Dirt Aquatic.
There goes
He
Jeff.
says, "Not if you're already off the wheel, then you can have a sigh of relief."
Just watching other people lose.
Oink Master Supreme Forev.
Funky.
Darlene's tanks.
Well, there goes that. Now what?
Okay. Anyone but Zen.
Oh, damn. All right, anyone but Zen it is.
Vinoksky.
It's not going to be Vinoksky.
Dennis Christensen.
Nor Dennis.
Johnny Dan's fish.
It's not going to be Johnny.
So the winner's going to have to be Randy.
Holy shit. What the fuck? What? What the fuck? What the hell happened? I don't understand what just happened. What?
Refresh.
Refresh.
No, if I refresh, it's everybody is back on the fucking wheel. What the hell happened?
You can't refresh the wheel.
I didn't refresh, it went back. What the fuck? I am really confused.
So what we need to do is make a new hashtag and only those two can enter.
Also, only Henry and Zen enter, huh?
Or you could just spin the wheel and the first person off out of Zen and Henry loses and the other one is the winner.
Okay.
Then you be the first one off.
That's a good idea. I am so confused.
Okay, start spinning.
A net broke. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm going with. Is that a net broke it 100%?
It's okay. Zenny will be the first one off, so it's fine.
I might be up all night figuring out what the hell just happened.
Empire of Dirt Aquatic.
Strap in, everybody. It's going to be a long night.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. There we go.
There we go.
Damn. All right. Congratulations, Henry. This was inexplicably weird. And send me your address. I don't think do I have Henry's?
No, I don't think we have it.
All right. I'm about to collect a new address.
Strap on what?
Strap on.
You need somebody to put your email in for Henry so that he knows how to contact you.
Stephen P 2003 at fishfam.link. Somebody gonna have a mod from panel. I mean, I appreciate that you put in the email address. In I wouldn't have out of protest for
you breaking the wheel. I didn't do it.
Yeah, you did.
You're welcome.
Coolsies. What a weird thing that just happened. I don't get it. We have one more minute.
Yeah. What are you going to do in that minute? Thank people?
Thank you, people.
Make him
Thank you.
by himself, Jenna.
Make what?
Coco, what are you doing?
Tap dancing. Okay, well, thank you to everyone who was here, and mods and lurkers and also the awesome replay crew. appreciate everybody who chose this stream tonight, and we'll see you next week. Kelly is also not going to be here, but I'm going to have somebody reading the chat during Wet Your Plants for me.
Is
and
it
that's
me?
It's going to be you.
Okay.
That the special guest of
Just because
Jenna.
she has the day off from work, you're gonna put her to work.
I kind of missed a lot of chat, so I need help. Definitely need help. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.
Bye.